I'm not going to go into a big long speech, and I promised I'd be shorter than the introductions. But I will say that I want to bring our commitment to you that we respect and support your leadership, and we'll fight the Republican agenda, which is clear, to limit access to our judicial system for remedies for those who are harmed. We thank you for what you are doing, and as a sign of that appreciation in the weeks ahead, just before August in fact, we will be bringing legislation to the floor to reverse the Supreme Court Ledbetter decision, which rallied. Working together, the Democrats in Congress and AAJ will be there for the people's interest, to fight for the people's interest, not the special interest. 2 years ago, I came and spoke to your executive committee right here in Chicago. At that time, I told you what the challenge was that we had with the Republicans in Congress, that they didn't believe, even though they took an oath to the Constitution, in a system of checks and balance and the balance of power. Some of you laughed when I told you that they believed, and they have testified to it in Congress, that Marbury versus Madison was wrongly decided, and they didn't believe in judicial review. This is who we're dealing with. But now we have won, and they feared our victory because of the power of subpoena. They know their own vulnerability, they know their own exposure, and they know the effectiveness of John Conyers and Henry Waxman and our important members of Congress. Let's hear it for them. Do you know that at least 1 dozen high-level officials in the Bush administration have resigned rather than answer the invitation of Congress to speak truth to the American people? They just up and resign. There's an absolvum of testifying, but they think it might. And as you have seen this week, the Bush administration has come this close, and unless they reverse their actions, they'll be even closer to being in contempt of Congress, and we will not hesitate to call them on that. So that accountability is part of our new direction in Congress, a new direction that says we will be accountable, we will answer to the people, we will have open and transparent government, we will have people have their rights guaranteed because they have the right to sue for them. And we will honor our responsibility to protect and defend the American people. And we will say that we can have security in our country and we can have liberty. We do not have to choose. As we protect and defend the American people, we will protect and defend the Constitution of the United States and our civil liberties.